Run, Red!
Reinforcements!
Move, Red!
Try this on for size.
Was that?
Yes. Something's here. I feel the dark curse or spell we found already.
We should find that ritual Seeker told us about. I've kept her notes about the hut location. That ritual, I suspect it's beyond me.
It's not, but we agreed you won't need it. Besides, Caleb's work was poor. Your work is good.
Aye. Too good, perhaps.
Give us this day our daily bread. Our bread, not our ale, our bread.
Hush now. All is well. Nothing bad will ever shite off.
We've been to God's Acre. Quite a tale it told us. You're not Caleb, are you? Or at least not entirely.
Ah. Can't fog you. Alexander Watson. Long tale short, Caleb tried to bring his dead wife back. And I live here now.
So many questions. Where to even start?
He was trying to bring his wife back.
Caleb made a fine cobbler. A poor brother.
Do both of you share?
Share? No. This house of flesh is mine. But because I am a generous man, we were twins. I was the rotten heart, There's something else you should know, if you don't know it already.
You used the ritual to bring Ruth's spirit into Caleb's body.
Love moves a soul to strange endeavors.
I understand your anger, more so your desire. But what of Ruth's? Did you consider...
Caleb stole a life from me, but he also stole Ruth's voice. She shrank beneath him. Of course she wanted a sick...
I'd like to hear this from Ruth.
No! We've carved ourselves out a little hub, please. Leave us.
We need to speak to her, one way or another. If he won't tell us anything.
Caleb was no saint, but...
Aye, he does. And it's not like I killed him. He can hear me now. Destroying his reputation.
How nice.
He took our love, Ruth and mine, and killed it. Now our love's reborn. Caleb was a cat.
I'll be leaving you alone for now.
Alone? Not really. Hush now. Oh. All is well. Nothing bad will ever come to us again.
Ruth and Alexander are having an affair in her husband's body.
I can't find an angle where that isn't just plain wrong.
Something feels wrong. Something about Ruth. If we find the ghost tie, we can talk to her.
I greet you, sir. You are well.
The ungodly shall not be able to stand. Neither shall the sinners stand in the congregation.
Take care. The place is warded. The ghost wards feel far away from here. Just one keeps me from manifesting. Fancy knocking it down?
The house that burned down. The roof fell in with them inside.
There's a lot of debris. Red, I can't manifest anymore. Wards, you're on your own.
Governor,
May I help you, Mr. McRaith?
I noted your ghost wards with some interest.
Ghost Wards, an interesting name. I call them Sanctifiers, a name more palatable to my flock.
This requires a great deal of occult knowledge. Where did you learn your craft?
Etienne Roulet, one of the greatest demonologists of our time, is a good friend of mine. I improved upon his work.
Why did you not use them in New Eden when the curse began?
It was more complicated to convince the whole congregation of the necessity to use magic. Here, people have more trust in my unmovable probity.
A man in your position must know what goes on in his own community.
Why, of course I know all that there is to know. Oh, near enough. Ask your questions, sir. Ask away.
How goes the colony?
Sir, the body politic bears a heavy weight. Not content with weakening their flesh, the devil's evil attacks the people's hearts and minds. Until you expose the long story.
How did you...
Ah, yes. Though blessed with intellect, and for a time, my father taught me this.
Your son?
Lamentation. I tried to teach him occult knowledge.
I'll take my leave of you, Governor.
Mr. McRaith.
Destroy those ghost wards, if you want me back.
There you are.
Here I am. I love doing that.
Ty must be nearby.
Of course. Ruth's heart binds them.
This work shows real sensitivity. Caleb?
Maybe. Not Alexander. I suspect we've just learnt a little about Ruth.
Ew! What do you have there? Stop right there, you rank ramp! Whatever you found, it ain't yours!
You buried Ruth's heart in the ashes of the house that killed her. I find that odd.
You, a ghost, went digging in the ashes of a dead woman's house. You're ill-positioned to call me odd. Don't think I haven't felt your presence before.
Stow your tongue while I speak with Ruth. Ruth, can you hear me? Can you speak?
Puck off and die! I'm in charge here.
No. Hush ye, Alexander. I'll speak. I'm Ruth. I hear you.
I'm Antea Duarte. We're here to help.
I'm glad. Please, end this nightmare. Help me.
Ugh, go to hell in a bag of shite. We're fine, and you have not the right. You hear? You've not the right. Her heart! Give it back!
Show yourself and join me now.
No more does he silence me. It's me. We may speak. Help me, please.
Who taught Caleb the resurrection ritual?
To say it was taught would mean he'd learned it. He read it off a page. As a sorcerer, Caleb makes a fine cobbler. Thing about Caleb, he was a good listener. As he worked, clients would bend his ear. The Haskell boy, for one. As Caleb pinned the governor's shoes, young Lammy would talk magic. Nonsense, really. But Caleb was listening.
Wait. Lammy Haskell gave Caleb the resurrection ritual.
After Lammy mentioned the ritual, Caleb became obsessed with it. He begged. Lammy, in his misplaced generosity, gave it. Caleb was intent on dark work. Lammy furnished written instructions.
Caleb's letter changed your life. How did it feel at the time?
It tore me in two. I loved Alexander, but I deserved to marry a man who would be true. Caleb seemed decent. I believed he loved me. I thought I married the better brother, but I'd married a liar. A liar and a devil. And yet, not even he deserves this. No one deserves this.
When did you learn that Caleb had lied to you about his brothers in...
Who goes worse shod than the shoemaker's wife? There was no one. Alexander had his flaws, but he... Now I'm sewn into a festering sack with the quiver...
Ruth, your husband Caleb's botched resurrection ritual brought you back. But at
Once we deal with the Watson brothers,
Do what you must.
No!
look at you. You're counterfeit, Caleb lied and stole your love. But when the time was right, you lied and stole his body.
Alexander, you were wronged, but Ruth owes
My
you.
brother. I am the man who runs into...
Love is not measured by what you win.
Send me away, Banisher.
Take your head out your arse, you're not that important. Right, hold still, both.
I release you.
Are they gone?
Am I speaking with the cobbler, Caleb Watson?
I think... yes.
You're not entirely innocent, though. If you'll permit the unfortunate...
You were in it too. I am an imperfect man. My brother...
I too am an imperfect man. I have mercy and patience. I mean, we've seen some horrors, but that...
This is the work.
You're right. There's nothing I'd rather be doing. That was something.
Don't take it to heart. Their choices are not your business.
Our choices are my business. And their consequences too.
Don't waver. We could win a battle, but we can't win the war. Nobody should conquer death. And we don't want to pay the price of trying.
Aye. I hear you.
Good. Now, let's see what Lammy Haskell has to say about raising spirits from the dead.
Someone inside's hard at work.
Wait. Spectral stains. Haunted house.
The New England Primer. Looks new.
Looks local. This is locked from the other side.
Hallowed be thy name, Marcy, our beloved angel, heaven sent. I'm busy. What do you want?
What happened to your hands, Hugh?
An angel came down from heaven and gave me the mark of the Lord Jesus.
Stigmata.
I'll assume you did not mean that.
Tell me about this angel.
The angel is my sister, and she bear... Marcy wandered in the wilderness for many...
He's haunted by a ghost, but think...
Speaking from personal experience,
Oh, thou of little faith.
perhaps I should envy.
If you are blessed enough to...
I'd like that.
Near the old mill, hidden at the end of long... They never...
I'm a...
God kicked...
If Hugh puts his faith in his sister's ghost, he's a fool.
He's looking to his faith to give him answers.
But he's looking in the wrong place. From the invisible.
Spectral nest. I better command them to show themselves.
Think I'm under threat.
They're vexed now.
Enough!
You're in its sights, Red. They mean business now. Beware. Wards.